Goodness. So many of you probably already know. Yesterday I got news that Alvarez, a YouTube reviewer from channel Elegante Aroma, died. And he was way too young. So tragic. I wanted to make this video kind of unscripted. I had some things I wanted to say and talk about him, and I wanted everyone to know, and I didn't want to make this video polished or edited or anything. I just wanted to kind of be straight from the heart today, and this really sucks. I was hoping that it was just all going to be just a really bad, dark joke, and unfortunately it's true. So I verified with his wife and his family, and he did. Yesterday he died, and apparently what happened was he got into a wreck and was hit by an 18-wheeler. And I believe it was a head-on collision or something like that. I really loved Allan. He wasn't like a really, really close friend, but I wanted to kind of talk about some things about him, because this is the first time that a death in the fragrance community has really happened. And this hit me pretty hard. And I think it hit a lot of people really hard. I got to meet him about a year ago, and I think many of you have already seen the picture that I took with Allan. I made a video about it where I met him, and he lives in the Houston area, and I have family in Houston and I have some friends there. So we were there, and I got together with him. He'd been wanting to meet up for a while, and he'd been a big fan and had his channel going. And we met up in downtown Houston, and Houston is a huge city if you haven't been there. And I didn't know this at the time, but he lives about an hour and a half away from Houston, and I didn't know that. I thought he lived in the greater Houston area. And he didn't tell me that until we met at the mall in downtown Houston. And I thought, just how nice is that? He didn't tell me that it was a trek for him. He just wanted to meet. And of course we smelled a few things. And the thing that I remember most about Allan is just what a great guy he was. And he was always smiling and happy. And what impressed me the most about him, though, was when I met him, he was even more of that. And you may not know the details, but I know that he has bought people gifts in the fragrance community that he just really admired. And he was a really generous person. When we met, besides obviously driving an hour and a half just to meet me, he bought my kids gifts. He got these bubble guns. We were just playing bubbles in the mall. They got my wife a gift, and he got me a gift. And I remember what he got me was, he knew that I was a knife enthusiast, that I have a kind of a small collection of knives, pocket knives. And if you watch any of my unboxing videos, I'll show like the knife of the day that I'm using and cut open the box and stuff. He loved unboxing videos, and so he would watch those, and whenever we met, he got me a knife. And it was a Smith & Wesson knife, and it was in just like the really crappy plastic containers, it's hard to get open, and it was a really cheap knife. He didn't know that. He was just being thoughtful. It was a terrible knife. And I never told him that, but I was so thankful that he thought of me and my family. And he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to meet us. He didn't have to get us anything. He just wanted to. And he was a really great guy. We ate dinner that night, and I think many of you know that he is Hispanic, and he speaks really good English, but I think Spanish is his first language. And so a lot of times in his videos, he would speak Spanish. His wife speaks less English, and they have a little daughter, and their daughter was my son's age. So it was great seeing that. And we went to a Mexican restaurant, which I laughed just because, you know, how funny that was, going to Houston to a Mexican restaurant with Hispanic people. I just thought was like how cliche could it have been? But I think, you know, they didn't mind at all. And we had a really great time. We talked, and he's around, you know, my age, and we had a lot in common. He loved his family so much. He loved his wife and his daughter, and he was a great reviewer. I'm really going to miss him. We talked recently, a couple of weeks ago. He asked me if he could be a guest on Fragrance Bros. And I said, oh, I'd love to have him on as a guest. And we talked briefly. I really wished that at the time I would have made time to review with him, because I was so busy with another job I was working on that I didn't have much time to review at all. And so I had to delay reviewing with him. And then I talked to him just a couple of days ago and said, hey, I apologize about the wait. I still want to review. Maybe we can talk this next week and see if we can review soon. And he said, yeah, you know, the new year is coming, and maybe we can review some new fragrances. And then his last words to me were, God bless you and your family. And he would always sign off with that every time I would talk to him. God bless you and your family. He was always thinking about you. And just what a great guy. So tragic. I know there's just a couple things. The first thing that you can do if you want to help is pray. Prayer just moves things, and it changes things, and their family needs prayer. It's such a tragic event. He was too young. He's 30 years old. And, you know, unexpected. You know, what does his wife think? How is she going to feel that day? And now, what's his daughter going to do? Pray. Pray for his family. Pray for his wife and his daughter. On top of that, you know, on top of what just happened with Allan, recently, just a few months ago, they found out they were pregnant and they lost their baby. So it's not a good time, you know, and not like it ever is, but it's even worse. And it's the holidays. Pray. Just pray. The second thing you can do is you can give. I'll have a link down below to a place. I'm not holding this. This is not something that I am doing. This is something that apparently the family is doing. I have no control over this. So, you know, give at your responsibility and at your risk, of course, but you can give. I'll have a link down below to, they're looking for some money for a funeral, and you can give to that. Please give, you know, please give. And third thing you can do for people you love, give them an extra hug and kiss. No one is promised tomorrow. And this could be anyone. So for those people that you love and cherish and adore, let them know that you love them. I guess the last thing that you can do is just be ready. You know, I know this is so cliche, but don't live your life as if you have the future to wait on things. Change your life. Change your life. If you know you should be doing things, do it. If you want to do things, do it. You may not have tomorrow. Allan, I know you can hear me, hermano. I love you and I miss you. I'll miss your laugh and I'll miss your smile. I'll miss talking to you about fragrances. Allan, I know the hope that you had. Right now it's reality. And I know one day you'll see your family again. You'll see your wife again. You'll see your daughter again. And I'll see you again one day. You know, hopefully it's not too soon. But we live with that hope, Allan. I love you. I want to do everything I can to help your wife and your daughter. I know it's hard on them. It's hard on a lot of us. But we love you and we miss you. Anyway, that's all I have. Let's move on from here and let's do whatever we can, you know? This is such a great community. It's great to have friends, to have met friends in the community. Like Allan, I have several friends that I could say that I would be at their funeral. Cherish those people that you have. Love them, hold them, hug them, kiss them again. Thanks for watching.